Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to make a metabolic age calculator in Excel. Okay, so let's get started. First we need to create a drop down to choose the gender from. Okay, so select cell B2, then go to the data tab, then data validation. Now from the settings tab, in the allow field choose list, and in the source field type in male, female and click OK. Now we get the drop down to choose the gender. Okay, so select male for now, and the weight must be in kilogram unit. So let's say 78 kilogram. The height must be in centimeters. Okay, so for 1.8 meter the height would be 180 centimeters, and the natural age or the chronological age, let's say 29. Now we need to calculate the BMR. Okay, to do that the formula will be 10 multiplied by the weight in kilogram, okay, plus 6.25 multiplied by the height in centimeters minus 5 times the natural age plus a constant 5. Okay, press enter. Now for female this formula will be negative 161 at the end instead of plus 5. Okay, so to make the formula dynamic, let's just copy this part. We can use the nested if statements. Okay, so if the gender is equal to male, okay, then we want this output. Else if gender is equal to female, okay, so let's make it uppercase, then we want this output. Okay, press enter. Now if we change the gender to female, we get the earlier output. Okay, so I aligned it to the center. Now for the metabolic age calculation, you need to have the BMR chart for men and women of your locality and of different age groups. Okay, so this is just a sample. You may find it online. Okay, so let's see how to extrapolate or extract the metabolic age from this chart. Okay, so first we need to create some arrays. For example, let's get the average of age range. So the age range from plus 2 divided by 2, and we get this array. Okay, now for the minimum average BMR for men, it will be minimum and maximum. Okay, so we will get the average of average BMRs divided by 2, and for women it will be minimum plus maximum divided by 2. Okay, now we can use the train function to extrapolate and find out the age for this BMR. Okay, so the known y's are these, the known x's, as the gender is selected as female, so we will use this array instead, and the new x value is this one. Okay, now if I change the gender to male, then we need to update the average BMR, so these values will be, okay, you can select this array, or you can also just move the range to this one. Okay, and we get this. Now to make the formula dynamic, we can again use the nested if statements. Okay, and instead of using these ranges, we will directly use this formula. So let's just, we need this, and in here let's re-enter the formula. So if the gender is equal to, okay, so male, then the formula should be trained, so bracket, okay, plus this one bracket close divided by 2. So these are the known y argument, and the known x should be plus maximum divided by 2. There would be, sorry, a bracket in here. Okay, so the trained function, okay, we need to close it. Okay, so known y, known x, and the new x. Okay, so this one, so let's just copy this. Okay, else if the gender is female, okay, so female, then the formula will be change this range to minimum average BMR for women plus the maximum average BMR. Okay, okay, there is an extra closing brackets. Okay, so let's see. Okay, accept the correction. Now if I change the gender to female, okay, so looks like the formula is working. Okay, now if you want to apply any conditional formatting to highlight the changes or the comparison between the natural age and the metabolic age, you can do so by going, let's say, conditional formatting from the home tab. Okay, if you want to use the icon sets, for example, let's say this one. Okay, 3 triangles. Now go to conditional formatting again, manage rules, edit rule, and you can reverse the icon order if you need. And in the conditions, let's change the type to formula, and let's say the value comparison will be with the natural age. Okay, so if the metabolic age is greater than the natural age, then we want the red icon. Okay, again change formula. Okay, else if it is equal, and we want the yellow one, otherwise the bluish one. Okay, so let's click OK, apply. Okay, now if I change the gender, let's see, it is working. If I change the weight to, let's say, 90, it is working. Let's change it to 55. Yes, so it is working. You can keep this or you can hide this too if you want. Okay, so let's say and change the fill color to okay. Now select the editable cells and go to the formatting. From the protection tab, uncheck the locked checkbox, click OK. Now you can protect the worksheet, so go to the review tab and protect it. But before doing that, you can also, let's say, Ctrl Shift 1 to go to full screen mode and freeze the window. Okay, so from the view tab, go to freeze panes and freeze pane. Okay, you can also do this to freeze the window sideways. Okay, so instead of doing that, you can click on here. Let's see if it is working. First unfreeze it and then freeze panes again. Okay, now you can select always show ribbon. Okay, so the scrolling down or sideways is prohibited. Now you can just go to the review tab and then protect the worksheet. Use a password. Okay, so confirm the password, and now your users can only change these 4 fields in here. Okay, otherwise, okay, so they will see this warning. Okay, so everything looks perfect. And that's it for this video. Hope you find it useful. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.